keep that thing when I be riding in them streets. Ops see me out and then they duck like FBG. What happened? Cops be on my ass because they heard I got them
I mean, it's a convention of furries and dressing up in awesome costumes. In general, go nuts.
That's a lot of
you ain't
weirdos
talking
in
about money, I don't never want to leave. Trying to double up the profit. I don't work inside a trap, I don't got no fiends knocked. But my
Is that to mimic a horse?
No, that's a hyena.
A hyena? Men, the sponsor of today's video is to help you get freaky deaky. Sometimes it feels like you're just moonwalking in that Badussy. Other times you feel like a lost jungle explorer. The goal is to make your partner or, because when you storm that fortress, you want your team with you. I can't show you on camera, but the teammate I have goes zzz. Go to adamandeve.com and take your game to the next level.
Use code TommyG for 50% off your first purchase.
And free shipping in US and Canada. Links in description. And now, back to the video. Today, folks, we're going to be taking an academic look into the culture of furries, a group of people that anthropomorphize animals so much so that they wear the costumes and they even fuck.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Research shows that furry men, 96.3% of them look at furry pornography at least once a month. Women that watch furry porn average 10 times a month, and the men, 40 times a month. Jeez. Now, there's a big debate on whether furry sexuality is a deep part of the furry community. Most of them would vehemently deny that, but the research and what I observed shows otherwise. Now, to be fair, the furries were amongst the most friendly and intelligent people I've been able to interview in a group, but there's some weird things lurking behind the scenes that we're here to investigate.
with a whole lot of cream.
Weird things lurking behind the scenes that we're here to investigate.
With a whole lot of cream. Why your bitch tryna come give me head like a dream? These niggas hate because
Hello everybody, I'm Tommy G, and here we're at the Midwest Fur Fest just outside of Chicago to cover one of the most fascinating subcultures I've ever encountered, the furries. I'm excited to meet these colorful characters. I hope you are too. Without further ado, woof woof and meow. For people that have never heard about this before, how can you describe it?
I mean, it's a convention of furries, people that love the anthropomorphic characters and dressing up in awesome costumes. In general, go nuts.
The word on the street I'm getting is that tonight gets a little wild.
I hope so. There's 16,000 plus people here, which officially makes this the biggest furry convention in the world.
So there is a naughty side to...
I mean, the dealer's den right now, there's an adult section in there. I'm not gonna lie about that.
There's an adult section here?
In the dealer's den, yeah.
What happens in the adult section?
I don't think I'm gonna discuss that.
Sir, what did you yell?
Dutchies out to the trees.
Okay. Oh, to go to the bathroom?
No, out to the tree. I mean, I guess they could if they want to.
I've peed on a tree before.
I mean,
3, 2, 1, let it rip! Restart mission! 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Come on! Oh.
What is the craziest thing that's ever gone down at a furry convention?
Jesus Christ. There's been a lot of crazy shit that happens at these cons behind closed doors.
We've never been to a convention like this before. Tell us what we can expect.
Oh, Christ.
Well, you can expect a lot of weirdos in full garb such as this.
Okay, I've heard that the after parties here are a little bit wild. What can you tell me about that?
They go hard. We're a bunch of party animals.
Okay, how long have you been a furry?
Oh geez, probably since high school. I graduated 2016.
Late teens.
Yeah.
Was it kind of like coming out?
Yeah, for a lot of people it is, yeah.
Anything on your mind?
We're just people. We're just people in animal costumes. It's like, come up, say hi.
They could have chosen anything in the world, being in a gang, being a cowboy, but they chose being a furry, and we're gonna find out why. I'm Tommy G, and I'm here with...
My name is Zero, and basically he's a white German Shepherd that was stolen and murdered, unfortunately. That's why his teeth is sewn up together and his eyes have X's in them, which means that he's dead.
So you are a dead white German Shepherd?
Yes. He's also made out of candy. If you were to take a bite of me, I would taste like green apple Jolly Rancher.
How did the story get developed?
My friend made the character. He was originally based off of their schizophrenia. I kind of based it more off of my latent kleptomania that I accidentally have.
You have latent kleptomania?
Yeah, it's accidental.
What the heck is going on right here?
It's a reindeer parade. I work 2 jobs, one at a chicken strip place, and I work at Little Caesars.
How much did you spend on your suit?
$800, but that's just because I got it from the friend.
What does a furry suit go for these days? How much did that cost you? If you had to guess, what does the average person spend on a suit?
Cost about $4,000 Australian.
Mine was $4,500.
Lowest starting 5,000.
Do you speak? Only woof? Do you make any noise? How can I communicate with you, Sam? Your sign caught my attention.
Oh,
Over 18 bug.
yes, that's right here for you.
And is this a moth or is this a...
That one's a moth, yes, but there is plenty more bugs in there. Artist is right here. I'm just a booth chick helping him out.
Okay.
This is bug.
Tell me about bug. I've never seen it before and I am intrigued right now.
Well, see, all I make is bug people content, which includes pornography.
Why? These are pretty graphic bug images right now. Woo!
This is something.
Huh?
That's a fan favorite.
A fan favorite. If I had to confess to you, if I was caught with this in my room and someone saw me, I would be quite, I don't know if I want to say embarrassed, but it would be hard to live it down amongst my friends and family. Have you encountered anything like that?
Once you start treating it like it's normal, because it is, you know, lots of people are into.
Would you say bugs sexually excite you?
I mean, not particularly.
What did your parents think when you first showed them bug porn?
My mom knows I'm here helping him with this and thinks it's cool, so.
My parents aren't personally into it, but they love that I've been able to make a career out of it.
And knowing that there's some people all around the country that go home and jack off to some bug porn. How is that, what is that, is that accomplishment or is that cool? What is that like?
I think that's great, actually. I think that people being able to meet their own sexual needs is like something that shouldn't be punished, right? Because it's normal, right? And if people find healthy ways to do that that's not hurting anyone else, I think that's great. And I like to be a part of it.
Man, in the summer, when I see a grasshopper, I'm not gonna be able to look at it the same anymore. So now that I'm paying attention, there are a lot of animalia sexuality mixed into this event, and I'm gonna explore it further. So, we've heard a lot of the people so far claim that there's nothing sexual going on here.
Zoophiles are not allowed in this fandom.
Zoophile, like
They're
sex
not-
with animals?
Yes.
Probably the biggest misconception is that furries are like degenerate, sexual deviants.
No one likes being in the real world. It's all about fantasy.
There's a very fine line between like the actual zoophile and the furry stuff.
But a lot of the undertones are very sexual. I draw your attention to some of these drawings over here. There's tits on animals right now. There's big booties on animals. To me, that's sexual. Can you tell us a little bit about your work?
Rockies because I like to draw bugs and.
Tell me about adding Megan Thee Stallion booties and boobs to a bug. Tell me about the inspiration behind that.
They're already sexy to me, so I'm just like, let's make them a little bit sexy to the wider public too.
What was it like, I guess, telling your family, like, yo, I'm making bugs with booties today?
I just don't talk to my family that much.
This is the first time I've really seen animals sexualized so much. Can you explain more about that?
You can just escape into a different world. You know, as you said, humans are sexual creatures, so that just bleeds over. Just be able to chill out and like relax and not have to worry about like adult stuff. Remember like their childhood and things that made them feel good as kids.
Do you know how much the costume costs? What is needs more purple?
Yeah, he's not very bright. We usually lock this one away. He's being a goofball. What do you want to say?
I feel somewhat like a fish out of water, and I don't feel like that normally, but here it's like I'm trying to even just get my bearings and navigate it, you know? I'm trying to communicate with you. Do you do sign language? You do silent? Silent suitor, okay. Can I ask you this? How old are you? Between 20 and 30? Okay. What do your parents think about this?
They don't know.
Are you gonna tell them?
Probably not.
What do your folks think about this? Now let's talk about their parents, their families, and them revealing to their family that they are indeed a furry. The study shows that 40 to 45% of furries do not tell their family, their coworkers, nobody about what they do. What was the response from your family?
My folks, they're a bit mixed on it, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
they don't quite get it.
My family's heavy Republican. They just don't understand. They're like, just be safe, so they don't care.
Is this something that your folks back home know about, or is this something that's on the hush?
It's kind of a little mixed. I just say that I do art.
What do your folks think about your furry lifestyle?
I mean, they're okay with it. They're just glad I'm having fun.
What would hold you back from telling your parents?
My dad is really judgmental. He talks about it and is like, I can't believe these people do this.
I'm Tommy, I'm here with.
Hello.
Tell me about
Your character.
Character, it's been part of me since like over 7 years ago.
You could have been in a motorcycle gang. You could have been in the Illuminati. You're here. Tell me about that.
It's just a wonderful fandom. I met a lot of great friends around the world.
What do you do by day?
I do? I work in the flight industry.
Describe this event in 3 words.
Chaotic, friendly gathering.
Excuse me? You're the first bird I've seen all day.
Oh, thank you.
Can you tell me about yourself?
I'm part falcon, part hawk.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Furniture.
Furniture.
Predator.
When you're not here, what do you do by day?
Oh, just hang around the nest.
What's your plan for the day? That's pretty gnarly. So it sounds like it sounds like your family is behind you on this. So it wasn't hard to tell them, hey, I'm part hawk, part falcon?
They laid the eggs, not me.
I'm Tommy and I'm here with
Sen.
Finn?
Sen.
Sen? How do you identify?
I'm they, them.
Okay, and what is that pink? Is that a harness for walking?
Yeah.
My dog Frank has one like kind of like that. Okay, so we are walking up to the adult and next, which is where the inappropriate side of furryism takes place. We're gonna explore that now. Is this a line to get into the adult side?
Yep.
What can we expect to be in there?
Honestly, I have no idea. This is my first time here.
Okay. I saw a bug point down that way, but that wasn't in there, so I'm trying to see what the next level of it is. Is it worth the wait, you think?
I think so, yeah.
They can't be naked because they got their suit on, right?
Yeah, no, it's not like that, but there's like all sorts of
sex toys? Are they like
yeah,
animal sex toys?
And, yeah, you're gonna get fox, girl pillows, and horse dicks in there.
How far did you travel from to get
I
here?
came from Jacksonville, actually, so I'm from Florida.
Wow. What is your thought on the sexualizing of animals?
My thing is, yeah, not real animals. It's a sense of escapism. The furry community is actually very passionately against a group called xenophiles who are into that stuff.
Xenophiles.
Yeah, we do not like them. We don't like to be associated with them.
What are xenophiles known for?
They like realistic animals, and if not more.
So like
they need
bestiality?
Jesus. They need Jesus, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To see the full version of this is on Patreon. We're walking into the adult-only side of Animalia. Okay, so the first thing we're walking into is the primal hardware. Is this a dog? I thought that zoophiles were out, but this looks like a dog to me.
I have no clue.
This to me looks borderline illegal. How is everyone out there saying no sex with animals and the first thing we see is a dog, dude? This is giving me the chills in not a good way. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
Tell me about primal hardware.
Is this for, what are we doing here?
A documentary.
Okay. Do you have a media pass and all that?
No.
Sorry.
Okay. I can understand why that guy didn't want to get interviewed. This to me is honestly kind of sickening. This is a wild section, huh?
Dude, it is a little bit of a wild section. It's a little more out there this year than previous years.
What about dog? Can you explain that to me? What's going on with the dog?
You know, the thing is, like, some people, so okay, I personally don't do it myself, but I get the appeal for others.
It seems borderline illegal if you ask me. Tell me about a passy mask.
It's for a lot of reasons. A lot of times it's mostly for stimming and comfort in public places, and a lot of people wear them. I've sold over 1,000 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you bratty mommy?
Yeah.
Are you a dominatrix?
Depends on your point of view. I identify as a caregiver.
Okay. Do your clients have any commonalities?
They all like pacifiers.
Is there any assumption about rough childhoods that we can make?
I think people make that assumption.
Is that a fair assumption?
It depends.
The fetish zone. I honestly feel a little sick to my stomach right now. Holy shit. This looks like I could kill somebody.
We make them larger than that.
What?
We haven't heard of any deaths yet.
Is that to mimic a horse?
No, that's a hyena.
A hyena?
Yes.
What makes someone pick a horse versus a hyena versus...
I think it's all part of the fantasy.
Okay. Everything was pretty lighthearted and innocent. This is kind of a darker aura to me. A little bit of what the hell is that? Can you tell me more about this?
This is the Trojan horse. This is the mini, and the small, medium, and large. Those are all 4 of the sizes that we got for this one.
And it is mimicking a horse dick.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Based off of a robotic horse. If you flip right back here, you can see the model that it was based off of.
That guy was getting my backside, I would be terrified.
Some people like horses.
Hell no, man. What the?
So where do you draw the line of fantasy and animalia?
Kind of up to the user. Some people like the more realistic stuff, and some people aren't into it, and they just want something that looks fake. So.
What is this supposed to mimic?
Do dogs?
Dog. Did this make you look at the family dog any different? No. So what do you think attracts people to the idea that it's a horse?
Some people have horse personas.
Oh, so a real horse was used for this.
Yep.
How do you think he feels that people are sexualizing him?
I don't think they feel a damn thing. The horses.
How do you describe to someone that might find this baffling or like they've never seen anything like this before?
If you're into it, you're into it.
Not a bestiality aspect. No. Like I said, they do this for medical reasons, for research. They have to create live casts occasionally for science use. For
that totally makes sense. But these people here are not medical professionals.
Yes, but if they already have that cast already made up, we can use it as a 3D printing scan. We can still take a picture of that and use that.
The reality is someone's gonna buy this and stick it up their butthole later today.
Yeah.
Fascinating how these people will do everything but answer the question. Like, you're obviously selling a horse to a person. They'll be like, oh, medical use, medical use. No, someone's sticking it up their butthole. So I think I've had enough of this part of the party. Now guys, you know that if you've seen any of my videos, I go to tons of different cultures. Witches, gangsters, people that live underground in Las Vegas. Now my intention is never to smear a community. It's always actually to paint them in the best light possible. But the more I looked into this convention, some of the weird, the dog dicks, the horse dicks, to me, it raised some red flags that were worth investigating and looking into. Furries, this is not a smear on you. I think there's a lot of positive things you bring with your community, but we cannot deny that there is some weird shit going on with these dog dicks. Weird, really weird stuff going on. As always, thank you for joining me on this journey. I'll see you guys next week. Class is dismissed.
I need me a lamb. I got this shit popping out of the creek. Remember back then I ain't know where I be. Constantly thinking about death or prison, cause I did a whole lot of shit in these streets. I was the one robbing all of the plugs. Go ask them